And
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess like if the whole point of this semester is try to figure out what kind of leaders we are, like what kind of leaders do you think you guys are? I think I'm like a collective, I think I'm a servant leader. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm a collective servant leader where depending on what people want the most is kind of what I'll do.
Right. Yeah, I can agree with that. Same with me, but I do find myself, and I think it's the older I get, my patience is getting shorter.
Oh, of course, that's me.
Like,
Please, miss me.
well, like,
Yeah. The more you know kind of thing too.
And
Like,
we had this issue on Friday where our principal sent out this big old mass message about using our days and stuff. We had, my patients would definitely run out with this, where we had the whole third grade team took off on Friday.
wow.
And they went.
wait, I just caught up to them.
It was like a bridal shower or whatever, but it just didn't look good that the whole team took off.
Yeah, it's a terrible public perception.
Exactly, and the principal had an issue with that. So instead of confronting them, it's more like confronting all of us and saying that now from now on, when we take our days, we would have to use person. And I don't think that's fair because I don't take a lot of days. So I think me now as a leader, I'm just like Carrie. The older I get, my patience are running really thin, and you would think that they would know what to do.
Yeah.
Or when you have people that are always telling you why they can't do things.
Oh, there's Victoria.
There she is.
Yay.
But you know what I mean? It's like you always, well, I have 3 kids. I have this, I have that. And I'm like, I have 7 kids. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Hello? Can everybody see me?
Hey,
No, baby.
we don't see you, but we hear
Great, because I got a head full of rollers in my head. Sorry. You're fine.
You're fine.
Okay.
And it's a lot of people that say, for instance, like we have picked certain days to have our meetings. And the first thing they say is, well, that day I'm supposed to go to the doctor, whatever, but you already knew beforehand that was the day that we were going to have our meetings. So
right.
Work around that. Thank you.
No. Delisha, I like that you say that because that's something as leaders we have to think about is like in terms of absences and how to balance like the culture of caring. Where like, people have like family obligations, things like that. So how do you balance between understanding like the absences and personal absences, sick leave, annual leave versus like people that are just kind of reoccurring absences.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, that's where I think my fuse is short. I definitely am compassionate if somebody, unfortunately, like let's say has heart issues, got cancer, their babies are sick, but you're habitually taking off every Friday or Monday because you're taking 3-day weekends and going in, and it's all over Facebook.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. What did you guys think of that first video that was playing? Was it Dante?
Which one?
Dante was the first one, I think. Oh, Victoria signed in twice. That's okay.
I'm getting off this one. I thought
he was talking about the leadership with the followers, like basically, and I kind of felt like you have to think of like your followers, determine who your followers are for your leadership. So that was kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it more felt like he was talking about more about the relationship building aspect of leadership.
Yes.
You know, that you can't have leadership unless you have those followers that you have kind of jointly built upon this agreement that we're going to do this together. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah. I felt like the second leadership video was talking about some sort of leadership utopia.
It was.
I like the
It was.
They said utopia a few times. I was like, I saw that TV show.
I think what I took from that video was like he said, self-leadership.
I see you with the
I
head
mean-
full of rollers.
Do you let
You
me?
see me? I hid my video.
Wait, you did on one. Let me. Okay, I got you. Victoria, I got you.
Good. Good. Did you take a picture? Good. Good.
I didn't take a picture. I turned off both videos though.
So it's okay. So what I was going to say with that was self-awareness, the self-reflection, and the self-regulation. I think that was like the best video to me by far, because if you are able to control yourself and bend and mend or mold yourself into what is needed for the environment or the tone, atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, for the room,
Yep.
I think you're better able to get your point across and to be more successful with the outcome of getting that point across. Meaning, like when you think about intra and interpersonal skills, just knowing yourself enough to know how you need to vet your audience and how they need to receive that information from you. So, like I had my own experience Friday with my ILT team, and I told them some feedback from my teachers, and I've been thinking, is there another way that I could have presented that to my ILT team? But basically the teachers were saying that they don't feel like they're connected with the rest of the school. Like K2 is kind of disregarded and everything's always about 3-5, and like basically they're the ones pushing the data in the school. But now I understand that no one wants to own that kind of feedback, administration wise, because if there are disconnects and gaps amongst groups within your school, I think that's a leadership issue.
Right. I agree with that.
So
Victoria, I didn't know you were on the ILT team.
yeah, instructional leadership team.
Yeah,
Not for
so I've been dabbling in that.
Yeah, so I think that's major, because one of the things that have come up are the third grade BOG scores, and 98% of the students are at a level 1. And so the conversations have been like, they're coming out of K2 and they don't know anything. But if you really look at your data, your BOG scores don't just give you CCRs or college career ready, scores. It gives you Lexile, gives you scale scores. So if you really want to dig deep into that data, you'll look at those Lexile scores and compare it to those benchmark levels that the kids are coming out with in K2 to say, oh, it may not be that they can't read, or that K2 is not putting them out proficiently. It just may be a gap in strategies on how to take the assessment, because K2 testing is very much different from 3-5 testing. And then also looking at how third grade is that swing grade from K2 to 312, when it comes to end of course, end of grade testing. And I think that's the reason why third grade has to not only take 3-5 assessments, EOGs, they also still have to take the K2 assessment. So I think that transpires into the level of, or the skill set of the teachers that they're going to bring what's in them out and make those connections for whatever those third grade expectations are. So that's my whole spiel. So going back to the video, I just feel like the more aware I am of myself and the more I regulate myself and my emotions, because I did get emotional in that meeting, because I was just pulled out of the classroom at my school as the facilitator, but grade teachers have been praised for our kids achieving 50% proficiency in third grade last year, EOG scores, and the district's percentage rate right now is 47%. So we were 3% higher, but all of that praise and recognition was given to third grade as though those kids came in 0% proficient with nothing in their mind. And they just grew up 4 years and 10 months. So that to me is concerning, because as a leader, you need to know how to bridge those groups within your school, from your instructional staff to your custodial staff, your support staff. Everyone needs to know and have an understanding as to how they are all a part of that vision and making that vision become a reality. So, I've just now decided what my why was. I couldn't write the paper no matter how much I sat down, because it's like, I don't want to be a principal. It's crazy. But now I know why you need good leaders in buildings, and it's not to just make a decision. I think a bulk of the success of a school is building the camaraderie and connecting the dots for how everyone's hand that touches each child that comes into the school affects the outcome of that child when they get there and leave from you.
Wow, Victoria!
That is a TED Talk.
Yes! I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you. Everybody
I'm
screamed
on
at
board.
me. I cried, and I was like, I know how they feel.
I'm
That
on
was-
board with that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's really good. I enjoyed hearing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
And it's
So Victoria, has this class, what little we've done, has it turned you around and wanted you to become administrator now?
Yes. Look, she can call me a slacker all she wants. I've just been doing the task. I don't have time for all the little bitty little things, but I'm gonna get it done. Little papers and
Right.
stuff.
We're all
But
going to get it done.
I think she asks questions like the other classes have been so technical. Get the work done. Here it is.
Yeah.
But I think she's tapping into the qualitative part of everything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Asking me those questions that are making me self-reflect. Like, why am I doing this? What is the purpose?
Right.
Is my school better because I'm leading? Or
Victoria, it's like you said, did you guys see all the anonymous names? If you go to like your technical coaches, the show, all the anonymous.
Unmute Delisha.
I got it.
There's so many people who have not finished the coursework. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you guys go, like, I went to Stedman's, the clinical shop, because I turned in my CAP task 1 and 2. You really do. You see all the anonymous names, and a lot of people have dropped the coursework.
Yeah.
So.
And wow, it took me a couple weeks, I guess, to get used to her different approach to teaching. Because like Victoria said, all the guys were like, get this task done. You know what I mean? It was always that. And then, it was a little bit different last semester because Dr. Lamb had all those discussion boards. Yeah. But I like that because it made me take a look at each one of our policies. But like Victoria, I mean, it was just a different. It was a change, and I can't hear you now, Victoria. I don't know.
Now?
But
before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But like Victoria said, well, I just agree with you that this approach has made me the qualitative, the touchy-feely stuff, which I don't like anyway. It's made me decide I'm putting in this year. I don't care. I'm going for it. I don't care. So.
Yeah, me too.
I agree.
Yep. Me too.
Well, you guys, sorry. Go ahead, Victoria.
I was just going to say, I think a good leader knows they can't do everything. And what I'm learning about myself is how to delegate right now, and how to trust the people that I'm delegating different responsibilities and things to. Because at the beginning of the year, I was working myself to death trying to do everything. But now I'm seeing that different teachers that I'm working with have different skill sets, and they're able to handle and manage a lot of the pieces that I was carrying by myself. So I think when I become a principal, if that happens, I think my strong suit will be seeing what I need to see in someone in order for them to help them, whatever that vision is for the school to become a reality. That's the job of the leader.
I feel like I want to empower other teachers to take, hold their own. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of leader I want to be, was where I can help everyone just kind of feel good about what we're all doing together and take ownership, where it's not like I've done something to people or they've done something. Like, I want it to be like a team mentality where, we're in this together. We're going to take good ideas. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, we won't beat each other up, but we'll keep trying.
Right. Agreed.
Well, you guys, it's been
great, friends. And our task 3 is due today.
Okay. So task 3 is due today. Here, I'm going to stop recording real quick.
Okay.